first thing Dr. Umar needs to do is separate that African conversation from this, because that has nothing to do with this. People from Puerto Rico who don't claim they black have already decided that they are Puerto Rican, Latin, or Cuban, or other countries that don't claim that they're black. A lot of them have already made their decision. Their ancestors been living that way, and black has always been something associated to people on American soil. Africans don't even be wanting to claim that they black sometimes. Some of them do, a lot of them don't. It just is what it is. We know this. Why is people like Dr. Umar getting on here sugarcoating like this is not a real thing?
I'm Puerto Rican, born and raised on the East Coast, and I completely agree with what you're saying. One thing people often overlook is the diversity within the Latin community itself. Latinx people come in all shades, from those who look white with blue eyes to those with darker brown skin, and everything in between. This diversity sometimes leads to racism and colorism, even within our own community. Unfortunately, when people from outside our race witness this, they often assume that the entire Latinx community is prejudiced, which is not the case at all. When it comes to hip-hop, I feel proud to be part of a cultural movement that we, as Latinos, helped shape from the beginning. Hip-hop's roots in the East Coast, particularly in New York, were influenced by both Black and Latin communities working side by side. It's something I take great pride in. However, one of the challenges I've encountered is when people say things like, speak in your own culture, or dismiss the shared history and experiences between Latinos and Black people, especially in neighborhoods on the East Coast, where we live side by side. To me, that attitude doesn't make sense. In our communities, we've always existed together, contributing to each other's cultures. The idea of separating or being told to stick to your own doesn't reflect the reality of how intertwined our histories and lives are here.
Get into that, because I think people outside of New York, it's hard for them to understand, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Trinidadians, Jamaicans, Guyanese.
First of all, let's start by this. Let's start by this.
Around each other.
Omegadrip exclusives.